the first time I went to Marly Marl house and cut us a demo, I knew all the street shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit was dead after that, and it was behind me. Even when I got into certain street activities, I already knew where my heart was at. You know what I mean? So, you know, when I was out there, you know, doing what I'm doing on the block, and you know, the whole pimping thing and all that. You know, cause I dipped and dabbed and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But even before I started fucking with that, I already knew I wanted to do this hip hop thing. You know what I mean? Like, and if that opportunity came, you know what I'm saying, I knew what first choice was gonna be. And matter of fact, only choice. Like, once the door opened for me, I know all that other shit I'm shutting down. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much what I did. First time going to Marly Marl's house, I didn't go back to the block no more. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I gotta end with this dude. That's all I needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I needed was to have the right pair of ears, you know what I'm saying, laying on my voice and what I'm capable of doing. The rest I'll take from there. And it was all about being the best rapper I could be. Working on a Symphony record was it was just a matter of Marley. No, matter of fact, I was told to go to Marley's house. You know what I'm saying? He had something he wanted me to do, whatever. So, you know, I just went over there and shit. And Craig G and Master Ace was there already. And Marley started playing back, you know, this track and all that. Like, yo, I want you to get on this. And then he started playing Craig G and Master Ace verse. You know, Craig G did his thing. I'm hearing that. And Master Ace was kind of new at the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, son kind of went in on this. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Ace, you know what I mean? Because Craig G I was already familiar with. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't familiar with Master Ace like that. But when I heard when he did on Symphony, I was like, yo, son is definitely type L right here. You know, he'd be a real good addition to the Juice Crew, you know what I mean? I was totally unprepared for this, but me being so young at the time, I always kept shit up here, you know what I mean? Kept shit up here all the time. So I just had finished writing some ridiculous, long 200 bar shit and spit it on the Symphony. So the tape ran off the rail. And then Marley like, yo, I need you to save some room. King gotta get on this, you know what I mean? So I had to chop what I did in half pretty much. And the rhyme that I spit was pretty much what I said on Symphony. And the very beginning, the first verse of Minute Work was all one rhyme. And I had to cut it where I cut Symphony at, and still had room for a whole nother 80 bar verse on another record.
At once upon a time, the fathers out damn near like rivaled the number of sons that were on the field. Today, you might see kids play sports, and it's like kids playing sports, the number 50. Fathers on the sideline, maybe 10.
But Madonna, you know, she's sitting there like telling the kids, you know who this is? This is Big Daddy Kane. He's a famous rapper. Here, say ain't no halves. And I'm sitting there like, yo, Madonna know my stuff.
My memorable moments with Marly Marl was being in the studio with him, you know, with CL Smooth. You know, I always wanted to see how he worked and, you know, where he worked. And I got that chance through my cousin Heavy D, you know what I'm saying? Like going with him everywhere. That's how I got to know everybody.
Door open, we look up, and it's G Rap. He like this, yo, cat just snuffed me, boom, boom, boom. So we like, what? Yo, what's going on out there, G? He like, yo, such and such. So we throw the money down, we go outside to the door.